What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday, and
What's going on,
welcome
everyone?
PFO. So PopFourceOne in the house tonight. We are missing someone who decided a hockey game was cooler to be at than PopFourceOne.
He's got a good life, man. He's got a great life.
Yes, he does.
So we are hanging out here on this Thursday night. We got some new stuff to talk about, some good stuff to talk about. I think coming up, we got some other things, we can always chat about as well that happened throughout the week. And what else? We got a lot of people in. Macklin was first, like 8:30, early crowd. Like,
oh, wow.
Nice. Early. What's going on? Patrick, what's going on? Dave. David's here. We got Always Been Nerdy. We got Barry here. We got Mach-Innes hanging out. We got Evelyn hanging out. Anna's hanging out with us. Chase Chaser. Who else we got in here?
Jetman's here. He's been a member now of your channel for 6 months.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. You know what? Sometimes I hate when the things don't pop up like on some of the things don't pop up.
Right. It doesn't pop up on StreamYard. You can see it on YouTube, but you won't see it on StreamYard.
I always forget to do that.
I always have both open, but trying to see both what's going on. But thanks, Jetman, for being a member. We're doing a live this Saturday, so we decided to do a chalkboard for all our members. So we're going to be adding names to the chalkboard this Saturday. We got a cool little chalkboard going on here, so doing some fun stuff. We got Wonder. We got Pop Funko UK. We got Wonder. We got who else? Norway's in here. What's going on, Norway?
Hey, Norway.
Poppin Paul is hanging out. Tammy's hanging out with us. We got DJ Mr. Todd hanging out. We got so many people joining in. Seth just joined us here. Riley, what's going on? Daniel, what's up? All right. It is Thursday night, guys. Thursday night, almost the weekend. Finally, almost the weekend.
We're lucky that we have Dave here with the hockey and the first day of NFL draft. I know, Dave.
I know. Man, the draft was... I like our line, but I can't believe that the Texans traded up.
Like how many days does the draft go over? Like 20 days? Because there's a lot of players.
I think till Sunday.
Yeah. It feels like it's like a week-long thing almost.
Yeah, they only do the first round tonight.
Yeah. And then,
Lauren, say what's up, Lauren. Mike, what's up?
So we got what else? Hockey going on? Playoffs. And John's not happy about the playoffs.
I'm not happy about. I don't know. The Rangers were looking good for games 1 and 2, and then these last couple of games, and now they're getting their butts kicked tonight. So it's not.
Devils are a tough team.
They are. They're a sneaky team.
They are a sneaky team. Good young team. Man, they were so bad for so long. I'm kind of jealous of the Devils. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, and Bruins couldn't close it out last night in overtime. They they got beat. So we'll see if they close it out tomorrow night, or I don't know if it's games on Saturday maybe. So, but yeah, every game has been like super exciting. Like I can't believe it's just the first round. Like it's the first 2 rounds are the best. I mean, obviously like 3rd and 4th round is great, but the first 2 rounds are, oh man, they're nail biters like every game. So
then Jim's Knights are up 3-1. So can they clinch it?
Yeah, they might clinch tonight with Jim
maybe.
There. So
maybe Jim. Hopefully, he brings some luck. Hopefully,
yeah, I'm sure if they win tonight, Jim will be like, "Oh, it's because of him." So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's been going on this week, guys? What's been up this week?
It's been busy. I know we've been super busy with everything that we have coming up next week. But
we all got busy weeks next week.
Yeah, we're all going to be cranking next week. But yeah, it's just been regular busy. My job has been kicking my butt as usual. So we appreciate everybody watching the videos. Like I don't think people realize like it's tough to run a channel while you're still working full time. Like it'll be nice, like, it takes a lot of work to get to that point where then you can only, focus on your channel or focus on your business or vice versa. But I got to tell you, it is tough. And I know, you guys work full time as well, just like everybody else in here, but it is tough. it's really like I'm exhausted.
We've got soccer games this weekend and our first dance competition of the year on top of everything else. Oh, and we're doing a family live on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have our charity auction next week.
Yeah.
But we love it. You got to be dedicated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, and it's also like planning out. Like I know we try really hard. I like literally like advocate doing 2 to 3 videos in one day. Like
we have
it ready. Do it. What's going on, Joanna?
Yeah,
Joanna's hanging out, hiding.
Joanna's creeping in. Yeah.
You guys saw me?
Yeah, I mean, I can see her shadow still, so you might as well step into the screen.
Yeah, she's here. Talk about the workhorse of the channel over here.
No, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's hard to juggle everything and be consistent and not miss. Like we have not, I've had people ask us before, like, what's the secret to your success? Which I don't know if we have a successful whatever, but we've done 3 videos a week, every single week for 3 years. Like I think I have missed 1, maybe 2 videos
when you're like in the hospital or something. Like,
yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't miss then. I got those all done. That's when we used to film way. Now we can't even get caught up. But yeah, we shoot 2 or 3 videos a day in a day, not a day, but in a day because we have to. We just don't have the time to.
I like being a little ahead, but I can't get too far ahead. Like I know some people that record like a month ahead. And like no, it's like I want stuff more current or timely, and then not have to shove it in there as well too. So.
Yeah, we did that before, and I felt kind of the same way. Then you kind of miss out on some stuff.
Yeah.
Or just even if like you talk about something that you're like, oh, this is cool, it's worth $100, and maybe there was like a restock, and now it's not worth $100.
Yeah, it could be irrelevant pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know we've definitely jumped on the hard, planning ahead, filming ahead. That whole train, because like for next week example, we have a video dropping on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So next week
we also have a pop meet and 2 and 3 auctions. We have a live stream, and then we have to
Joanna, you're stressing me out.
So
that's a lot.
And you have your first 2 cruise ships of the season. So
nice.
That doesn't mean I'm going on a cruise, just for anybody who's aware. I'm a cruise ship inspector.
And both of your commanders are gone, so you are the highest ranking in Boston right now, which is a very scary situation.
Very scary. Yeah.
Cruise ship inspector.
Yeah. He inspects cruise ships, and then he eats the buffet food, and then he goes.
No, it sounds like one of those like t-shirts that like remember the FBI t-shirts. I won't go into You know what I mean? Like
no, it does. It does sound.
I'm a cruise ship inspector. Like if you said that to somebody, it would be sounds kind of awesome. Actually,
when John's hungry, he just goes to the port and he says, "I'm a cruise ship inspector. Hold on,
I gotta inspect this food.
Make sure it's okay. Let's go check out the pool. Make sure it's the right temperature. No one's getting sick here." I want to make sure everything's safe.
It's the nicest exam, I would say, out of all the ships we inspect, but it is the longest exam. It's usually about 8 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a big ship, and we have to walk pretty much top to bottom, all the decks and everything. So it could be a 10-12 hour day. It's a long day. So but Aussie Pop and Paul got to meet Tamara Morrison last weekend. And honestly, I would love to meet Tamara Morrison one day.
The guy seems so cool, right?
He does seem super cool. Now, there's a rumor. I just saw this about Tamara Morrison. There's a rumor that he is going to be playing an older version of Captain Rex in the Ahsoka series.
Oh my God! Please,
makes sense. Listen, it makes sense.
Please,
I am just finishing Clone Wars. I never watched it back in the day. When did Clone Wars come on around 2008 or so?
It started, there was.
Yeah, it started around then. That's when I had my kids. So they kind of screwed up my like Star Wars and like enjoyment of things. You know what I mean? Because we're raising kids at the time. Not that I'm not raising kids now, but it's easier. Oh, well, it's not easier, but
they're a little bit more self-sufficient. Yeah.
You know what? they were, then they weren't. Now they kind of are. Now I can like leave them home alone sometimes. But besides the point, I'm in season 6 right now because I never watched season 6. I mean, I know what happens. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Oh, now I'm so angry that I don't have a Captain Rex pop. Like, yeah, I'm extremely angry that I would have got this years ago. Because oh my gosh, Clone Wars is great. Guys, go back and watch it.
A lot of people are. I think a lot of people either got into Star Wars recently or they didn't watch these other side pieces.
You watched the movies, but not the cartoons.
Right, exactly. They went to the theaters, they saw the movies, but did they watch Rebels or Clone Wars? Probably not. They probably thought it was just a kid's show.
Like movies kind of ruined it for me because honestly, I didn't love them. Being from the older generation, like Disney kind of Disney-fied them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't love that, but man, Clone Wars, oh my God, what a great show.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen, I'm talking about a 15-year-old show. I understand that, but go back and watch it because it's going to tie into Ahsoka well. If you need a refresher.
But that show is pretty critical, and Rebels, because
it is.
They're expanding on those stories, and they're going to be pulling, character arcs from the storylines in those shows, yes. So it's really important, especially
it started making Mandalorian a little bit complicated, I think, for people. I think because like Brie loved the Mandalorian the first 2 seasons, but then this 3rd season, not that she didn't love it, I think she liked it still, but I had to explain a lot. Like I said, I know how everything kind of plays out, but you have to do a lot of explaining, like, oh, this is cool because of this, or this is cool because of that. In the Marvel,
I think that's the problem. Like, so season 3, and we'll try our best, I guess, not to touch on any spoilers or anything. But season 3 of The Mandalorian is the lowest rated and lowest watched season of the 3, which to me isn't that much of a surprise because I think they brought in too many other characters.
Yeah.
I think they should have continued to focus on his journey, his battles, his own development. And that's what a lot of people loved about the first 2 seasons. But then that doesn't mean they couldn't have brought in other people for like little bits of the season, like they kind of did with the 2nd season. Like there was different cameos and stuff, but it was still focused on him, where I felt like this season was honestly really focused on Bo-Katan. It was really her development.
It got, the problem is it, if you're not up with everything, this season was harder to follow. There was some episodes that, like, even knowing everything, I was confused. Like I had to go to YouTube and watch the spoiler thing after and get kind of caught, like, oh, okay, this makes sense, or that makes sense. So if you're like a Star Wars nerd, I think you'll enjoy it. But if you're a casual fan, it was tougher. This season was tougher to.
But I'll be right there with you. As one of the nerds, it was tough for me because I was like, I don't really understand like why this is happening, or like there was so many side missions and not like a general like one direction of, okay, what is the objective? Like, what is the goal of this season?
But the side mission, that's like what Mando's all about. Like, there's a lot of side missions, and I think it's just part of building a story beyond. Like that, it would just be a movie then. Like they wouldn't make it into a series, like a TV series, because you have to have these other things and pieces and parts of it if you're going to make a TV series out of it.
Well, I agree with that, but I think like the first season, for example, like a lot of people were after Grogu. They were after the child, right? So like the goal was like protect the child, and then the 2nd season it was he was trying to find a Jedi to give Grogu away to train because he realized he's Force sensitive. He needs someone more powerful and more senior, more advanced to train him, which made sense. Like when there was a clear goal, and it just felt like with this season there just wasn't a main goal that really had to do so much with Din. Like there was 100% Stephanie. One of the main goals was to take back Mandalore, but at the end of the day, like Din is a foundling. He's not a true purist Mandalorian or whatever. So like, does Mandalore really matter to him? Not so much, outside of like him trying to be, he had to go down to the to the mines of Mandalore and get reclaimed into the clan. But outside of that,
I thought you weren't doing any spoilers, John.
Yeah, true. All right, I'll stop.
You're spoiling the heck out of the show right now.
Well, all right. I mean, to be fair, like
and then Mando got shot, and then Grogu got exploded.
And then He-Man the Master
none of that happened.
And no.
I'll stop there. But overall, the season was enjoyable. I am still excited for season 4. A lot of people are saying that there isn't going to be a season 4 because of how poorly season 3 performed. That is,
I thought season 3 was still a lot better than Boba Fett, which was very disappointing.
Yeah, Boba Fett hurt.
But that's we don't even have to go down that road. We could talk Funko and some other
season
stuff.
2.5.
Let's start out with this. Who picked up the 3-liter All Might? This
I am loving the 3 liters. I hate that my wife hates them as much as she does, because I really love the 3 liters. I did not pick it up because I do not need another All Might in this house, but I really like the 3 liters.
I picked one up today, and I'm glad I waited because I knew it was still going to be there. It's 8,500 piece. It's not going
anywhere.
Juggernaut's
going anywhere fast.
Yeah, I was surprised. We were looking through the Funko website last night, and Juggernaut's still there.
Yeah. And that's what I figured. I figured he's not going to go anywhere that quick. If he was under 5,000, I would be worried, but 8,500, I'm not too worried at this point. Plus, I wanted to go on there because I had shirts on sale, by the way, guys.
I picked up 2 shirts too.
They're like $12. I got 2 shirts and an All Might. Had to get my free shipping there. So.
Lauren says another channel she watches just starting to get into sodas. They're an arcade channel. Which channel, if you don't mind me asking, Lauren?
Yeah,
I'm always curious. Like other people that have. I always watch. I forget who was it that. Someone was opening a soda that never opened one before. The channel that does something completely different, but it was like the first soda of this thing that they did. It was a little while back, but I thought it was so funny because how they're trying to explain sodas and things like that to everyone. I'm like, yeah, I've opened 20,000.
We used to call them cans. We're gonna open cans today.
We got the normal. We got the normal. The
regular.
We got the
normal.
The regular.
Yeah, we never called it the common. I had to learn from Jim. That was sodas and cans.
So Aussie Pop and Paul, I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to talk about that tonight. The 50K fluffy soda. What do you guys think?
It's not 50K. No. He said on a site it's 15. I believe it. I think it
would be crazy to make 50K.
He wouldn't have even done that. He would have said no to it. I'm sure his pops aren't near that, and his pops sell more than his sodas, I'm sure, any day of the week. So, 50K is who screwed that up at Funko? Who put that on there, and how much did Funko pay Fluffy back for if he fronted those or anything like that?
I'm going to provide a different perspective. So I am of the assumption and on the train that I do think it was 50K. I think that they actually made 50,000 of those sodas. Whether Fluffy himself agreed to it or didn't agree to it, who knows how close he is or cares how much of a certain product they make of him. They could have just walked in the room and said, hey, we're making a soda of you. Here's the common, here's the chase. Or it could have been a phone call, or it could have just been his people talking to Funko. The reason I think it's not a misprint is because on their website, they said it was 15K. I would have believed that if the Pogs were out of 15K and the cans were not, because they went to great lengths to not show the can during their advertising. So for someone to screw up the can and the Pog and it still be 15,000.
Yeah, but all the advertising was them from their website. So I think Funko screwed up. Someone said, hey, we want to do 50,000. We should do it. And he's like, no, I only want to do 15 because he's selling them on his own website. They're not sold through Funko.
That's part two of why I think they're also 50K. So the second reason I think they're 50K is because the amount of people that Gabriel Iglesias interacts with in 1 year is somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 million. If he has his full lineup of shows and all his signings and his guest appearances and who knows everything else that he does, with the amount of people that he interacts with when you break it down and you talk about a collectible or an item that's going to be sold at a lot of these events, 50,000 is nothing. And I don't think they would have done 15,000 because that wouldn't have been enough money to justify it in his eyes. Like, because they're going to need something all year. So my hunch is to see how long is this item going to be up on his website. That'll be the true test of, is it 15K or is it 50K? Because I've seen a lot of people open them and a lot of people buy them. They're still up. So if they sell out the next couple of weeks,
you know what though,
15K.
15 is a lot.
15K. Think of a 15K Funko Shop exclusive like Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was what, 18K? And it is still up. And that was like 8 months ago. And like,
True.
you know, listen, I love
and
Fluffy.
It's less too. It's a $20 soda. Talking about a $15 soda at that time.
Listen, I love Fluffy just as much as the next guy, but Fluffy also is charging like $19, right? Like Josh just said,
it's
20
19, it's 19,
$20
$20
plus the shipping. So you're paying like a ridiculous amount. You're paying over $22 each. I think 15K might last 2 years at 15K. If they had 50K and they're up like 5 years from now, then they got 50K. But
that's kind of the point too, because now if they have that stock, they don't have to make another Fluffy soda anytime soon. Like they've made the mold.
I will guarantee they're going to probably make another another Fluffy, probably a Luffy also, but they're probably going to make a Fluffy before the end of the year. So I don't think they're going to need to carry this out that long. And on top of that, do you think they would really take the risk of why would he put the statement out that it's only 15K? Because really, I don't think that Fluffy sodas are selling because they're
him. Yeah.
And are they selling because they're that limited? That's not that limited. So, like, do you buy the Winter Soldier because it's limited to 18,000? Like,
no,
if you have one, you bought it because you like that one, and it's limited to 18,000, which is a crap ton of sodas. Honestly, it's a lot.
Truthfully,
like Iron Man. Look at Iron Man, 20,000. One of the most popular Marvel characters, arguably, and that one didn't sell out like until maybe last year. And
that one is funny though, because that one is a character, even though it was 20,000 back in 2020 or 2021 when it first dropped, you don't see very many of them on the market these days.
Because there's also not an international one to it too, which most of the other ones have an international. Anything that's a year and a half old now has an international to it. Anything from 2020, no international.
But Joanna and I just noticed like several characters, like you just don't see them very often in Iron Man. And it could be because there is no Iron Man international, complement. But yeah, Iron Man is so hard to find right now. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know why they would come out and say, hey, this soda is actually 15K. Funko has made a lot of mistakes. Right.
Yes, they have.
They've made the auto sodas. They mixed up the pogs in production. They have released how many sodas without a pog or the wrong figure. We've opened up a ton of error sodas. However, have they ever made a mistake this bad? If they're saying that this is supposed to be 15K, like they make mistakes. Their quality control is crap.
They put the Hulk sodas in the wrong cans. Have they made a mistake this bad? Yes, they have. They've actually, for me, that was worse.
That was worse, but I don't know. I find this very hard to believe to make a mistake this bad for one of their frontline celebrities. I mean,
no, I hear you. It's crazy. I don't know what their process is. I don't get what their process, I don't understand how they.
Well, and the other thing too, what about all the Fluffy APs? Like they didn't look at any of the APs and verify that the right pog.
Have you seen AP yet?
Oh, I'm sure you'll see like 100 of them hit Facebook Marketplace in like 2 weeks. All of a sudden,
I mean, there's a bunch of them. You can still buy them. So, I think one of the issues with this is he shouldn't have made it even a 15,000 soda. The first soda, I think the first soda would have been great at like that 8,000 mark. Or 5,000, 5 to 10,000 mark, somewhere in between there would have been perfect size for his first soda. Because then also that makes people want if there is going to be a next one, people want that next one more. And when it sells out and it's gone, there's no more left. If this one sits around for 6 months, the next one's people are going to be like, is it going to be sitting around for 6 months? Unless the next one they come out with is like 5,000 or 3,000 or some kind of crazy like lower number one, which he has done before because he's had like pops that are very easy to get. Like there's still a couple that are on his site, but there's ones that you can't find. There was like a Hollywood exclusive one. That was a luchador one that you don't see. Like just you weren't able to just buy it and grab it from his site and things like that.
The thing is, if Funko really wanted to make a ton of money with sodas in regards to Fluffy, right? We're talking about Fluffy. We'll just use him as an example. Just make the soda 5,000 pieces, right? Make this version 5,000 pieces. Make another version of Fluffy that's blacklight, 5,000 pieces. Make another version of Fluffy that's, Day of the Dead, 5,000 pieces. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get
I know what
the
you're saying.
community, because then you have those collectors when it drops. They're gonna have to have it because they're gonna be like, oh my god, this is only 5,000 pieces. There's only 800 piece chase. I need to have this one to complete my Fluffy collection. I mean, they could if they honestly, I would love to see a test run of this in a year. What do you think would sell faster? 10 different versions of a character in soda form with an 800 piece chase. Drop 10 of them, 10 different versions in 1 year. That's your 50,000 sodas, right? Or drop one soda. That's a limited edition 50,000. I would bet that the 10 sodas would sell faster than the one at 50,000 pieces.
The faster, but then you're also talking about molds for 10 different sodas, designers to develop 10 different sodas, packaging for 10 different from each plant. So the smaller count, the more it's going to cost you to make them as well too.
There's a sweet spot. There's got to be a sweet spot for everyone that they do. I don't know how they come up with that because some of them are mind-boggling. But some of them, like Sanderson sisters, they probably were required to make that many. I don't think that they would have decided to make that many because I really don't think they're like, you know what, this is going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. Why would they make more of those than any of the Marvel characters so far? So I think their hands are probably tied on some of this stuff. It is a very weird situation. I mean, I tend to believe what's the point of saying it's 15,000? To make people buy, I didn't buy. I'm a huge soda collector. I'm not buying any of them because I don't want to spend that much on something I don't collect. But if you're a Fluffy, I'm going to keep calling him Luffy. If you're a Fluffy collector, you're going to pick that up. And 15,000 or 50,000, I don't think it matters to those people.
Yeah.
Well, Mock Guinness brings up a good point. He says, but nobody will trust the piece counts again in the future. See, yes,
I'm having a hard time trusting them anyway.
I partially agree with that, and I think the importance of them, they should have just came out and said, "Hey, it's 50,000. We're dropping it on the website. It's $20 a pop. If you want to get it, great. If not, it is what it is." But them, yes, throwing in that line saying, "Oh, it's actually 15,000." That definitely raises some eyebrows. But I will say that, with the amount of sodas that Joanna and I and, the three of us, three of you guys, of course, have seen, I can definitely verify that there are certain characters that are definitely true to their piece count just on how often you see them, and honestly, as the years go on, if a soda becomes less frequent, on the marketplaces or in people's hands constantly changing, well, then that makes sense because the people who truly want it have it. And then you just don't see as many on the market. So that means, it was truly probably limited to whatever that number initially stated was,
Now, I want to address what Mike put, and I think that's different for Fluffy. Fluffy's had several different pops gone. There's some that he signed, but there's plenty that he didn't sign. 2 from the Dodger Stadium ones. Those are all gone. We got a blacklight one that was gone. There's only 2 that are on here that are more recent. And he probably upped the numbers when he started making those too. He probably upped what he ordered. But, that's a great example of Fluffy has sold so many compared to some of these others. I know Joe Coy, he still has some on his site, both signed and unsigned. So you have other ones that are hard press to sell theirs, and you got him. He sells it because that's what he does. He has an audience to sell it to. He has people. He has several of them. So you have people that are collecting or doing collections, and then also, I hopefully he uses them during his merchandise stands and stuff like that. I haven't got to see him myself, but I mean, why not? Like, bring those. I'm sure they would sell like crazy.
Oh, that's awesome, Lauren. It's Kawaii Arcade Masters. Oh, nice. That's awesome. But yeah, that was kind of what I was getting at with the 10 sodas example, like what Lauren just said. You could save on the molds and just recolor them. They could do that. And like, but honestly, at the same time, like, all right, I get Funko as a company, right? They're trying to save money where they can, right? This whole, like, I just can't imagine that the designing and mold cost of a soda in the grand scheme of things is that much, because they have to do it anyway to get any product out the door, whether it's a pop, a soda, a 3-liter, a Popsy, a game. It all has to be designed, it all has to be molded, and it all has to be put in production. So like, why not just make more of it and cause more demand and more hype by
they can, but you know what? I think some of that would backfire though. Like, great example, Snagglepuss, very limited piece. Obviously, I don't think they're, like you said, they're in it to make money. If they can make money making a 2,500 piece, I'm sure that they are. I don't think that they're like, well, let's just take a loss on this. Maybe they do. I don't know. Just drive up, whatever. But, if they started putting out 10 different characters of the same mold, nobody's buying it. I mean, I get your point, and I don't completely disagree with you but I think that some of that, like, I think it's that honestly, I don't think they're doing a bad job with doing these like limited sodas every once in a while, like super limited ones. I'd like to see more 7,500, 8,000 piece ones more often. Get rid of the no piece count ones altogether. And I think they're going to wise up, because I don't think they sell like I think we underestimate how hard it is to sell as many of the pieces as they do. Like, look at that Julius Pringles. Yeah, everybody's got them now. It's 10,000 piece. That pop is only a 10,000 piece pop. Pops are still way more popular than sodas.
They probably always will be.
Yeah, they probably will always be. But think about that. Now, there's only 10,000 of a pop. That's pretty limited. That's like it's still there, and people know that there's only 10,000 pieces, and it's sitting for days. Like, to sell 10,000 pops that are even limited, Fluffy, who's more popular, Fluffy or Pringles? I don't know. You know what
Definitely.
I mean? But
I mean, I would say Fluffy. I mean,
I mean,
then again, I don't
like
know.
Pringles more, but
I like Pringles. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think we underestimate, like, man, 10,000 pieces, 15,000. It's actually hard to sell a lot of those. And I think Winter Soldier, like, start going through, and I understand. I think part of that is because they up the pricing, but look at some of the older stuff that's sitting on the website right now that are at 15 and 18,000 piece. And those have been there for a long, long time. It's hard to sell.
Eventually, they're going to have to clearance those out. Like, at the end of the year or something, they're going to have like a 50% off sale. They're going to have to, like, they have to move the product.
Are you guys surprised Bugs is still up there? I kind of am. Even at the $18 piece, $18 each.
I think $18 have, you're like, oh, it's not that much, but they're $12. Just
no, it is. It's a barrier.
A $6 gain. So you're talking about, going from $12 to $18 in just 2 years.
Yeah.
For cost of something. I mean, it's like, everyone went crazy when eggs went up. The same idea. It's like,
and that's been one of the beautiful things about Funko compared to a lot of other toy companies, right? I feel like a lot of people collect Funko or have gotten into it because there's a low cost of entry for the most part, like $15 retail. You can appeal to a large demographic of people. They can collect something because, a $15 is, that's minimum wage for most places for an hour. So if you think about it, like 1 hour, and I know some parts of the country are different, minimum wage is higher, minimum wage is lower. But if you look at it that way, okay, if somebody works for an hour and they can earn enough to make a pop, like I think that's pretty good. The same could not be said for a lot of other companies. Like, and that is a big reason why I stopped collecting Hot Toys, because Hot Toys, I mean, the barrier, the cost of entry to be a Hot Toys collector is like $300 all day if you want to get any of these figures, and some of them are even more expensive. And I actually can't believe that they're still in business to a certain degree, but there is a market. There's a demographic for those people who are willing to spend anywhere from $300 to $1,000 on a very detailed, very realistic looking 6-scale figure, you know? So that's why I think Funko is great, but Funko also has to be careful. And I was definitely bummed when I saw the $20 retail right out of the gate for the fluffy soda, because I think they can get away with charging that, going back to if it was 5,000 pieces. Honestly, I think they could. I would pay $20 retail. Like if Bruno dropped on the Funko Shop website for $20, I mean, it dropped for 18. So if it dropped for $20, that wouldn't have stopped me from pulling.
But sodas are more than pops, and he charges $20 for his pops right out the gate. So cost of sodas actually costs them more per soda than compared to pops because of the can. That's why they're charging more really for it compared to the cardboard versus a can, aluminum can. It costs them more to buy, and so they're selling them for retailers for more. So, actually he's charging just what he did with a pop. So he's kind of even the price. He could have probably charged more if he wanted, but he realized, it probably wouldn't sell too if you charge $25 a soda or something like that.
So Adam Glenn jumped in here. What's going on, Adam? And Mock Guinness brought up a great point, which I fully fledged agree with you. He says, how come Funko, or where was it? It was up here about the Pogs. He says, I think it's also BS. They don't make extra Pogs for any sodas. It can't be that hard to reprint them. I agree 100%. It cannot be that.
I haven't done that since the beginning. Yeah. That's like missing ones and all those kind of things. Like, it's just like a sticker. Come on.
What's going on, bro, kids? And yes, that's the other thing too. Like some of the sodas have a lot more intricate details, and you're also paying, like, when it comes down to it, I think some of the soda cans actually look a lot better than the pop boxes. I think some of the pop boxes are a little bit lazy. Like they just kind of throw like the one main logo on the back and it just says the character name on the front. Like some of the cans, like we finally just got our brand new Captain America sodas in, and I think the can art looks fantastic of him on the front of the can. I think they did a really good job.
Let's talk about that soda real quick. So Vince did a case break with that soda. And that chase is the ugliest version of Captain America now, I think there is.
They probably shouldn't have metallicized his face.
His face is metallicized. It's terrible.
He looks a little green.
It looks like, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, what happened? He had some bad.
So I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in person yet. But isn't it also supposed to resemble, like, he was all dirty during the final battle?
He looks dirty and metallic. I mean, I don't.
You don't do metallic then on the face. You do metallic on the uniform.
They've done metallic on all the other. They did metallic on She-Hulk's face.
It looks. I think it looks terrible with the
she's green already, though. She's supposed to be green.
Like the common looks awesome. The
common does look awesome.
So I like, you can be happy with the common, John, if you get the common. You don't have.
Chase looks cool too. They just shouldn't have.
This is my most, like, you guys are killing me right now because this soda has been the one I've been looking forward to most this year.
Well, it's cool.
I'm not gonna let you guys ruin it for me.
We're gonna let your hype go down so you can be more happy about it.
John, listen, I said it when I opened it. It is my favorite.
Marvel
is it
soda.
my favorite? It's in the top 3 of all the Marvel sodas.
All right. I think I have one.
Would you think that? I'll go grab one too because I've been dying to.
No, I have one like with the chase. If you want to see the chase.
I'm still gonna rip one.
All right.
But like, doesn't also Funko get a couple points though that they did a metallic variant as well as the broken shield? Like they could have not. They could have just.
No, I like it. They should have. It's like when you flock. If they flocked his face, you know what I mean? It's like there's some things that should be flocked and some shouldn't. Some things should be metallic. Some maybe shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get.
I like the mix. I like the mix when they mix them up. it looked like the flock. Like Bugs is a great example because I know you pulled him the other day.
Yeah, they didn't do his boots,
and you didn't do the boots. Didn't do the cape or whatever.
they did the stuff that should be flocked.
Now we did notice it was like some weird glue on one of ours on our flockness there because I think it's where they glued on the flock. The flocking. They have to spray some kind of glue on there, to make it adhere. I'm guessing to it. So we had a little extra glue or something on there.
Oh, he had a little gloopy hand.
You guys are killing me because I was just reflecting on sodas today, and I'm not gonna lie, like I have been as a collector extremely happy these past few months between Obi-Wan, Padme, Darth Maul, 1966 Batman,
sodas have been
and
good.
now Captain America. Like I am super happy.
I can say this though, many times the common's better than the chase. There's so many sodas, the common's better than the chase.
Jen, you can give me your opinion when you look at this Pog. Tell me that it does not look like U.S. Agent though. The Pog looks like U.S. Agent. I don't care what anybody tells me. I'm not trying to dump on your Captain America. Look at that. I love that can. Yeah. I love that pose. 20,000 pieces.
I'm so excited, guys. Like, I don't know. Cap is my guy. Like, Aussie Pop Paul is saying Freddy Funko 3-liter SDCC. God, I hope not.
I think so.
God, I hope kind of.
For fun days, probably. Really screw us all over.
100% US agent. All right.
Yeah, look at the Pog.
All right.
All right, this one's the common. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Right?
That is him. Yeah, someone screwed that up. Oops.
Could be worse, but yeah,
it could be worse. It's not horrible. I do. I love the soda. I think they did an amazing job on it.
I'm like so happy, guys. When I ordered these, I was like, they could not come fast enough. I think this looks awesome. This looks fantastic.
That looks good. That looks really good. I like
the hammer, the shield. Yeah, I mean that is one of the best Marvel sodas for me.
This is awesome. Like this is phenomenal. All right, I'll open up the second one. Let's see if we can get a
chase here.
Perfect pull here.
And then you can tell us how you think in person.
I don't know. I mean, we ordered a bunch. I don't know if this one's going to be a chase, but we'll see. We'll see. 100% U.S. agent. Well, I want a U.S. agent soda as well. So, all right, I'll show you guys. We'll see if we have a chase so we can compare. No, looks kind of white. Oh, well. But no, this is still phenomenal.
All right.
Because the thing is, though, like after this,
I'll see if I can find mine.
How many other cap sodas do you think they're gonna make? They might not make
12, maybe 14 more.
You think so?
I mean, we got the I do. What I would love to see is the World War II one.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh my God, how amazing would that be?
Listen,
I think I'll take my third Captain America. I don't even care. Let's do that.
If they did the World War II one, and then they gave him they could do something simple, right? Just do World War II Cap with no shield, just his uniform, and then for the chase, you just give him the OG shield, not even the circular one.
They don't even need to put one with the hat on, one without the hat on.
Yeah, exactly.
Or do maybe old man Cap.
I don't know. I'm super thrilled with this soda. It's been a good year. There was a little bit of a stretch with sodas. I felt like last year where there just was a lot of characters coming out that just weren't super appealing to me. So, I don't know. I've just been very happy this year.
No, I think they've been doing great.
We bought him so I can glitter this cap too. I'm excited. I'm excited to come bid on that diamond cap.
Diamond cap will be up on Saturday.
All right. So I just went ahead and bought this as a set. I didn't feel like opening a bunch of cans with this because they were going to $18 for the entertainment ones and stuff. So Epic Collectibles had it for $50 or $60. I'm like, that's buying 3 cans. Yeah.
I will say something though. That is 100%. A lot of people have been doing that. Just going to buy the
I don't like it too often, but this one I was kind of iffy about, and you'll see, John. So the Pog doesn't look too bad. It's,
it's so much fun to pull it though. Like it's so much.
Yeah,
fun.
it is. I've started to put a limit though. Now that pricing has gotten kind of crazy, I'll get 3.
I don't do this very often. You guys know that because we open a lot of sodas. So
yeah,
and usually it's like it's at the point where I've opened 4 or 5 of them, and I'm like, all right,
that's what I'm saying. From now on, it's 3 for me, and then
all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I see.
It's not bad. Like it's just his face. Just the skin tone is weird. The rest is awesome.
Yeah.
I think it would have been really hard to not make his face.
Probably. I'm sure they probably couldn't even do it if they wanted to.
I thought he might have been Destro at first, but something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But
it's just that ruined it for me. Like other than that, it looks great. Like I love the broken shield. The metallic on his suit looks really good, but yeah.
I don't know. I still think it looks great.
I love the shield looks like damaged and everything.
Yeah.
Like the little detail from that. Like if they can do those little details, why can't they paint the face not metallic? Like, come on.
Always Be Nerdy says, I got the Captain America 8,000 piece first soda at Marshall's.
Oh, there you go.
$5.99. Yeah.
Some of these stores are getting them.
I like that one.
Super weird.
I saw someone else have that from like a discount store, and they were like, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably going to get all comments. Like it's like some of them are picked over though. Like they're getting them from these people that are, stores closing or whatever,
and selling bundles of Chase and Commons.
Yeah. I don't know. If I saw sodas for $6, I would just take all of them. I wouldn't even mess around.
I did want to order something from that site because they had this too.
Oh, I need to get that. Yes,
yeah,
that's super cool.
This is a cool one.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
I didn't get one, man.
Jonathan says I only pull comments, so this is a great one. That's not true. Come on, you're gonna pull a Chase one of these days. Patty, what's going on? Do you have lots of Looney Tunes pops that are already out? I have a pretty nice collection. My white whale is Bugs Bunny, Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah,
I would love to get
Patty. That's everybody's white whale. We've got. I think we're only missing 2, except for the Saturday morning cartoons. But we're only missing like 2 out of the regular set for Looney Tunes. And
we don't have any Looney Tunes. I don't think we have any Looney Tunes.
We got almost all of them.
What are you missing, Vince? Do you know?
Pete Puma. I know we're missing Pete Puma because that's an expensive one. Playboy Penguin, believe it or not, which is not an expensive one at all. It's like a $20 pop. A lot of them are not super expensive. And then, yeah, that 2-pack, the Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The Marvin the Martians, we have the pink one. I think we're missing the orange and green one. And then I feel like there might be one other one. But we've got a good amount. We love them.
Yeah. So I saw the video. They're talking about what Slapshotpops put out. He bought like 10 sodas, or I don't know how many, more than that probably, from the store that does like clearance stuff. And they said they got them from GameStop. And I'm like, every one of those sodas definitely has enough weight difference so someone could have got the Chase out of them and then just sold the rest, or even before the store closed, employees going to be like, I'm grabbing these on clearance and then you guys can sell off whatever you're selling off. I'm gonna make it. So I said something to him. I like, those would be the ones I would be the iffiest on buying, unless you're happy with. I mean, it's still a $5 common. I mean,
yeah, it's like Sam says, I feel bad for Mason spent $100 in all comments. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We're
gonna open about $200 of comments tonight. So
yeah, like $100. Like that's. I mean, he's fine. If you're paying $5, even if you were going somewhere and paying $5 for an open common soda, that's still
just
like, for the fun of it.
I mean,
to still like, yeah, it sucks to rip all of them and get all comments. Like we've all done that on all our videos.
All been there and spent 12 to 15.
Yeah, it completely sucks, but it's just when you're in that situation with sodas that do have the weight difference. That's why I'm kind of torn if like sodas should even be sold in stores or not. Because, and I think that's the ultimate problem going back to the pieceless sodas. Like these things are so picked over. If any of them have any weight difference, like the Shazam sodas, forget about it. Like don't even touch those are any of them.
Impossible.
I want more like I saw so many people selling the full set of chases, like all over the place. Like, here, you want full set? I want more vending machines, John, like that one we saw. That's like the fairest, like if someone can fill up a vending machine and have it in there, that's like
that's honestly what Funko should do. They should team up with a vending machine company if they want to put these sodas in retail big box stores like Target, Walmart. Put a vending machine. Yeah, then nobody can
Apple Pay.
Then surely the only person you have to worry about fixing the machine or something is the guy who's loading it. If he's a collector and he's tucking away the chase that weighs different or whatever. But like other than that, like I don't know how you would put them in a store and make it fair. It's like that whole like thing, like we want different molds, right? For the common and the chase. We want different variations of the figures, but to have that, you're going to have a weight difference. So that's why it's almost like when you just metallic a chase or it glows or just has a color change, like those are the safer ones because there's no weight difference. So like you have a higher percentage of probably pulling a chase if you rip one.
It's almost all the originals if you think about it. Like all the OG 2020 starter sodas were all that. Like they're and that's why I think it's actually probably safer for someone to buy one of those as long as it hasn't been just resealed online, like than newer sodas from random people, like random eBay accounts and stuff like that.
So Jonathan says, waiting for my Mystery Grail soda purchase. I'll be torn if I get a no piece count like Ralphie's. Yeah. So I'm going to keep buying Mystery Grail soda mystery boxes until we get a no piece count. And I did see a bunch of people start to open no piece count sodas in Ralphie's boxes, and Ralphie's Funhouse is awesome. Like we actually just became an affiliate for them, but I will not purchase a single one of their soda boxes with the chance of getting a no piece count soda. So it's definitely a huge bummer because I want to support them. Like we just spoke to Curtis and he was super nice the other day through email and everything. And now we have a discount code. So we're not the odd man out here on PopFourceOne. But yeah, I will not. Any company that puts pieceless sodas in their mystery boxes, I will not buy.
It sucks for the companies too, though, because to a certain extent they have to get them, and then when they don't sell, like I get it.
I get it.
But I get where you're coming from. You don't believe in it. You don't want to support it.
At least that way it's more honest though too. Like I trust like Ralphie's buying the no piece count sodas more than going to Walmart and trying to find
1,000%.
So for if nothing else, like I almost don't mind. I don't mind because I do like the molds on several of them, and I'm over like I know it's like a thing that we've all talked about so many times now, but I really like the molds on a lot of these, and I just like to see how they are. In the end of the day, if they're worth $7, you know what? I have plenty of Funkos that are from 5-10 years ago that are only worth $7. So, like there's stuff in there that's it's okay. Like I'm not going to overpay for anything. I'm not going to go crazy on them or anything like that, but I'll buy 2 of them just to try and check out and see what they look like and things like that. And
I mean, for me, I'll only buy the ones like if they come out with an ad icon, I will pick up 1, maybe 2, just to try for the chase, and then after that, I'm buying I won't buy 3, 4, 5.
I don't think you will though. I think the only thing they're going to do is roll out these big sellers, the stuff they have to put in a Walmart and a Target and things like that.
Right.
And even those, give it a year or so, they might not want those. So
I don't think Walmart will sell them this space if they're performing as poorly as they are. I think Sam or somebody in here said they saw another section of $7 clearance stout sodas. If these big box companies are going to start doing that, that means that space they could sell it to another company and who's charging way more for a product that actually has demand. So if they're already clearancing out, which they are in several parts of the country, that's not a good sign. I think that's a good sign for us as collectors, because it means that the piece count actually does matter to a lot of people. And that means these issues that we've been talking about every other week or every week, whatever, like they are apparent. They're happening all over the country. People are ripping the sodas open. They're only getting the chases. They have no value on the aftermarket. Like, there's a lot of things here that are not great with this portion of the soda product, you know? But the soda product is genius. I think Funko can really crush it if they just put in some, you know, creativity. I think I saw, what was it, Lauren said, unfortunately, they cut 30% of their the creative department. That's incredibly like disappointing. I mean, ultimately, to hear that anybody gets fired at any company sucks. So I'm really sorry to anybody who might have lost their job. But for a company like Funko that really thrives off creativity, they're actually taking these characters, these pop culture, you know, icons, and then putting them into a product that we get to collect and keep in our houses and cherish and everything. Like, that's a huge bummer. Like, you think they'd be actually like hiring more creative people, because I feel like the creativity has gotten a little bit better, but it could be a lot better overall.
I don't know. We've gotten a lot of good stuff, but who knows who worked on these? I mean, we've gotten a good amount of good stuff lately too. Like, we have to say, we've been talking a lot about a lot of the releases we're excited for. They're breaking into some new lines. They're doing some different things. Who knows how
they're probably planning. I would say they got to be planning at least 9 months to a year out.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe they went to. It's sometimes good and bad, right? Like, if you outsource and do things like that as well too. Like, you never know. Maybe they're getting people from, when they're designing Marvel ones, maybe they're going to start getting the people that work for Marvel or the comic book artists that work for Marvel and stuff like that on it. And, you know, those kind of things as well too, because not everyone's different styles, these different styles of characters, and that, you know, that each of those people had their kind of niche, I think, with the creatives as well too.
Well, so you could see when you go line to line, like, you know, I made a comment the other day. I posted a picture of one of the Moon Knight pops. Like, when you look at, and they give you good characters to work with, but when you look at how, I mean, the Moon Knight, the whole line of the Moon Knight stuff, I don't know what artists or what team of artists worked on these things, but I mean, for a $15 figure,
that soda's not great.
Like, no, forget the soda.
I know.
I hate Marvel soda.
They're awesome.
No offense to whoever worked on those, because they're probably limited by whatever. But
there's licensing agreements.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't even like talking. If I don't like something, I don't even like saying that it's crap, because you know what, somebody put a lot of time and energy in. It's just not my cup of tea. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it, because I think there's thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people that love the Marvel sodas. Not me, that's all. But like the Moon Knight, oh my God, what an amazing line. So yeah, when you hear they let go of this department or these people, it is a bummer, because I think they put out some amazing stuff over the last couple of years. We could talk about a little bit, like the ad icons this week, because man, I was really happy and really disappointed in those this week.
And really quick, so Adam said they don't. He thinks that the pieceless sodas were a trial run, and he doesn't think that Funko is going to want to kill this line.
I thought that about the gold figures too, though.
Yeah, the gold figures.
The pop pins were.
I thought we were getting the 4 pop pins, and we were like out. Like, they didn't sell for Marvel, and they were out. Never happened.
Yeah.
No. Now we got 12 million.
So I'm guessing Vince picked this one up.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the way. It's on the way with my Julius Pringles.
This one's cool. This one's very cool.
It's cool. I can't wait.
I got my favorite. I play with them all the time.
I mean, yeah, you definitely better have them out of the box there.
All my lights and sounds are out of the box.
Did you get one keep in a box and one?
No, this is just coming straight out, like my Vader. Vader came straight out, and this is coming straight out. I'm a weirdo. I love these things.
There's nothing wrong with that.
How many people in here? Saw a couple people post. They were really excited about this one.
It's very cool.
It is. I like it, but I didn't pick it up yet. I'll probably pick it up at some point. I'm guessing there'll be a lot left for making lights and sounds.
Yeah,
they probably have to make a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I think
that's
the Black
added
Panther is
component
still
you're
up.
talking about it. Yeah.
So
They still
always
might
be
have the
nerdy,
Kylo Ren up still.
Always be nerdy had a question. When are the tiny Funko Soda coming out? I don't think any of us.
They
have
would
any
not
insight
answer that
on
question on their little live thing. They did a whole live on the Biddy Pops today. And
you know what? They probably realize like kids are going to choke on them and die, and they're not sure about.
Well, I mean, you could probably. I mean, I tried to eat one of these the other day. I'm pretty sure I can't get this down, but you know.
But
is this a 6-inch? Aaron's saying that this is a 6-inch.
Yeah, you know what? I actually seen. Yeah, I think the box is a 6-inch.
Oh, yeah, you know who was had it open? Captain Pops.
That's where I saw it. That's where I saw that it was a 6-inch.
Put in a 6-inch protector.
Yeah.
So it does. So if you don't have a 6-inch protector, you better order one for one of those.
I'm gonna throw the box out. So, yeah, you heard me. I'm throwing the box out.
No, you need to do a crushing video.
No, I'm not doing. I can't. No, I'm not throwing the box out. I cannot do that. Trust me. It's against my
10 years from now, you never know what the value is going to be.
Yeah,
don't throw your boxes.
Maybe I won't like Optimus Prime one day. I mean, I don't see how that's even possible. But
I mean, the batteries will be corroded and rusted, and all kinds of stuff in there. We talked about All Might.
Yeah, I do like it.
The nice thing about this is like we talked about. I don't think there's a way to weigh this one. Like
no.
Some of those ones have been pretty, like, you could probably tell, I bet, because they're such a different mold. But this one,
the only thing that's nice though, they're only selling them one box. I guess you could buy multiples, and then I guess you could.
But yeah, I was like, who is buying like 5 of these and weighing them? That's $200 right there.
And then they're selling the sealed ones back online, and then have the chase to make $150 or whatever off of. I don't know how much this will sell for though. Like the All Might soda never really reached any height. I feel like none of the anime sodas have really reached any height at all. Like none of them.
And I feel like the pops are
later on. It could totally change.
I don't think the anime crowd has like really caught on to sodas yet.
No,
they just haven't made a character, I guess, that people wanted bad enough. But maybe if they drop like a 2,500 piece, I don't know.
No, I don't even know if that. I don't even know if that would do it, because you know what? I mean, they all are limited. I mean, look at the chases. How crazy people go for the chases online.
Yeah,
and their PPG values are $200, like right out the gate. But you get a soda that's way more limited than anything else. I just don't think they collect them. I don't know.
I agree with Stephanie. She feels that anime collectors are more geared towards pops. I agree.
100%.
Anime pops are the most detailed and best done line out of any line. It's hands down.
I think like anime statues and like more detailed stuff is more popular with anime people. So I think that's why it does lend itself for the pops. And I don't think that they're into sodas.
I think the sodas aren't as detailed too.
No,
so
right.
Why?
This one is cool though. I mean,
it'll look neat out of box. I think it'll look good.
Well, I mean, no one's gonna display it in box.
I mean, I was gonna leave it in the
in the bottle.
Leave it in the can.
This guy dropped on Earth Day.
Sure did.
Poodle Groot.
I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They probably wouldn't let you use box lunch money too, right?
I don't know now.
Box lunch money online is
box lunch is worse than Hot Topic. Hot Topic.
They are 100% worse. They don't let you use that on anything online.
Speaking of Hot Topic and Hot Cash, I used a bunch today. I went in there and I went to the smaller one that usually doesn't have much stock, and there was a pretty good amount of stock in there. So I used 4 or 5 Hot Cash in there, and then they had clearance: buy one get one for $1.
Wow,
for $1. And pops on clearance were 2 packs were $20 and single pops were $10. So 2 pops, if you got 2 regular pops, it was $11 for 2 regular pops. if you like.
What somebody told me that the other day, the 2-pack Peter Pan they got for like $5.
Yeah, you can get some deals. So
we had a bunch of like rewards on Hot Topic that we didn't even know about, so we cashed all those in today. So
and then go to the store and just show them your thing, and you can use them again, John.
Yeah. Oh really? Oh
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Go to the store, buy a bunch of stuff, see what they got. But yeah, you can get. They had a bunch of Star Wars, all the new Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
There, they had what else do they have in stock? The Snoop Dogg. They had up like some of the new Marvel stuff, and that it was pretty cool.
Pipsqueak says they want a Stay Puft 3-liter. I agree 100%.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That would be super cool. Yeah, but
I'm
definitely
still holding out that Hulkbuster will happen.
They should hear us by now. I mean, Funko should have heard us mention it 50 times.
Yeah, Hulkbuster would be sick.
Oh my god,
I would buy a Hulkbuster in a heartbeat.
I'm looking at my Hulkbuster right up there and how awesome it looks.
Yeah, I would buy that. So
the Hulkbuster is one of the. Oh my god, I love that pop. Oh.
Like, and then you can put Hulk and the Hulkbuster right next to each other, Vince. Like,
I did that. I did that on one of my.
It's a great moment. Do you have that moment?
Yeah,
that's such a good moment.
Hulkbuster's my favorite.
All right, we talked about this like a million times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I like the soda. The sodas look really good, though.
I know. I like the dogs.
And I look at the sticker. They got a cool sticker on it and everything. Go on.
Yeah.
All right. This hasn't dropped, but someone saw it in stores or something like that. Did it accidentally drop somewhere? I thought I saw something about that.
Jonathan just saw the 3-liter Groot on the Funko shop would notify me. Yeah, please don't notify me. That is the worst
Groot.
The worst 3-liter they've made to date, or that will be made.
Yeah, I would buy All Might before I got that Groot.
I don't know what I would buy before I bought that 3-liter Groot, but I think if I bought that 3-liter Groot, I don't know. Somebody would have to see if I was okay, because that soda's so
What
bad.
about this Loki?
I would buy this Loki before I bought the 3-liter Groot. I'll tell you that.
I would too.
But I'm kind of over Blacklight. I don't know.
I can hold off on this one, I think. I don't know.
Riley says, out of curiosity, are y'all into Handmade by Robots? I just ordered my first, the Mystery Machine, and they announced they got the Universal license. We are. I think all three of us are.
Yeah,
I've got the Mystery Machine right over there.
The machine, yeah, right back in Scooby-Doo land.
I'm looking at my RoboCop.
And then I was gonna ask Vince if he got the exclusive one. I didn't know if you were looking for those, the two that were from MegaCon and C2E2.
The metallic
one. The Elvira, and then the other guy. What is it?
The robot one?
Yeah, handmade by robot. No, not a robot. I'll find it.
I got the bloody ghost face. I'm still pretty happy that I got that one because a lot of people were looking for that one. I like this Captain America one.
I really like this cover.
I so wish sometimes you could get some of these pops not in these covers.
I know.
No, I disagree. I think the cover should have a unique pop that you
I do, but I wonder, like, down the road, will they just decide to like throw these molds in a pop?
I hope not, because I feel like that ruins the specialness of the cover, like itself.
It does, but I'm not going to buy the cover, so ruin the specialness for everybody that buys it. It's not going to be
like, I don't know. The covers get so big. Like, I love them.
I know they're big, but like for the instance in the case of this one, like I just want this one. You know, like I only want one or two. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's the beauty with these. Like, this is where you can truly pick and choose your favorite characters. Whereas, like with regular 4-inch pops and sodas, I'm gonna get a majority of the Marvel ones. But like when it comes to the comic book covers, I only want Cap and maybe like 2 other ones. You know.
Yeah.
So. But I think they should keep the pops in there unique. So that
I like they're doing unique pops, but I'm wondering down the road, will they be like, okay, we sold those like 3 years ago, let's throw out these as pops, we don't have to do too much for the mold.
But it's the same thing like with some of the movie moments you guys were just talking about, like those pops, they're unique to those moments and in that actual packaging. If they weren't, then why would people get the movie moment? Then they could just get 2 separate of those same exact pops in the same exact molds. They could recreate the moment or just get one of them. Like I think certain things need to be special. They need to be unique.
Oh no,
that's what drives people to collect something. If everything can be just manufactured in several different ways and it's all the same thing at the end of the day, then what's the point?
I'm not getting the Final Battle series though. Sorry, I like Spider-Man and everything, but
if I had the space and
it looks cool. I seen it all together. I mean, it looks cool.
It looks cool, but it's so much. Yeah, like you said. All right, we got
Boruto.
Another chase anime. They know how to do anime though. Throw a chase with it.
Yeah.
Throw a chase with it.
Oh,
to do it. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised we haven't seen more regular Funko Pops with chases. Like anime is all in on that, but I don't see that a lot for other Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Much. So it's interesting. I thought you'd start seeing more.
It's because they don't have enough chase stickers.
So
they don't have an allotment for the anime people.
Now we get the pre-release stickers for Chalice. Chalice getting their own little pre-release sticker. I mean, it's kind of cool that they're going to have tamper-proof material like their other sticker. I mean, I never realized, I guess, Chalice stickers were tamper-proof in the first place.
I just figured they were tamper-proof because they look pretty impossible to...
Yeah.
I would think they're going to crinkle up if you try to pull those off. Isn't it funny that Chalice Collectibles understands that they should put a tamper-proof sticker? And Funko, like, protect your product.
On stickers.
If Chalice can do it, Funko can do it. I would say the $1 billion company could probably figure out that that's kind of important to everybody. But
you think so?
You would think.
So I can't do that.
But since they swap their own stickers, I won't understand that ever. But I digress.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I think this is, it's interesting. It's a way to give back to their customers that are putting their money with them ahead of time, because people do value stickers.
I think they're also realizing how much pre-orders
are going away.
All these companies have hurt pre-orders. With like Pop in the Box actually fulfilled all their stuff and got it out there, but all of these other companies that haven't fulfilled or got away from, people aren't pre-ordering probably as much. People are
I don't think people should pre-order. Like I think pre-ordering is a thing of the past. I think it was a temporary solution during the pandemic and supply chain issues. I don't think anybody should pre-order. Like we don't pre-order anything.
I think I think if you can pre-order and it helps a retailer that doesn't charge you until it ships, it makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's I think that's completely different.
I do take it back. We did pre-order on. I just pre-ordered on Amazon. What did I pre-order this week?
Oh, why can't these guys figure that out? Like, why can't other? I mean, I know the others would take like they're going to take a hit anyway.
I think because they need the money, they need the capital.
Yeah,
pre-ordering is fine if they don't charge you up front. But any company that charges you up front, you should not give them your money, because we've had too many examples of companies running off and taking your money. So now it's hurting me. I hope it's in the slides. I freaking pre-ordered something this week and I never do that.
Look at this guy. I don't know what the tree is coming out of his head.
The Mandalorian.
Is this Mandalorian?
No. I knew what John. I could psychically. The ride, correct?
I pre-ordered the Mandalorian and Grogu in the N1 Starfighter.
But it's another one that you can just, like you did on Amazon probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an Amazon exclusive.
I'm trashed, and you'll have to get another one. And
yeah, but it's fine. You just return them.
I got to take a shot. It felt so weird, though. I haven't pre-ordered anything in a long time.
Might come in a box, a sorter. But here we go, Chalice, and they're showing their like PR sticker off there, pre-release sticker there for the chase and everything. So that's cool. They're already starting to like get ready for that. So
it's smart. I think that's a really smart move on Chalice's part. They know that Funko people like their stickers. So, it's only going to be that first run of people that pre-order. I think it adds a little bit of value, honestly, to their stuff. So,
and this one right here is a great example of, John, we just talked about Fluffy $20. These guys are $20 too.
Yeah.
for exclusives. So yeah, I mean, I think really, if it's your exclusive, you can decide whatever you want to charge for it. Truthfully,
Yeah.
like we've seen
Hey,
other.
Buy it or don't.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
On May the 4th, Lego's coming out with a $240 UCS Lego X-Wing. I'm going to figure out a way to save up some money and buy it at some point this year. So when something drops from Funko for like $20, I'm like, yes, we can pull the trigger on this right away. So just, grand scheme of things. But Pipsqueak, I 1000% agree. I cannot wait for the Flash movie. I think it is the first time in a long time where people are actually excited for a DC movie, but maybe Pipsqueak and I are the only ones. I don't know.
I know. I watched the trailer again the other day. Like I was like, oh, is it a different one? I couldn't remember if it was a different one or not. And I watched it and I was like, you know what? It looks fun. It looks fun. It looks good. I'm not sure if it's, going to be, and I have low hopes for DC, so it might blow me away.
My hopes are starting to get lower for Marvel though now too.
Yeah, Marvel is pretty low these days, but I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm excited. Actually, there's actually a lot of movies that are coming out. I'm excited for the new Transformers movie. I'm excited for the new Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, The Flash. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'm actually really hyped for. So, but yes, I had to pre-order this right away. I noticed there was a new sticker. It's called like Power of the Galaxy or something.
Yeah, I think that's going to be all the ships. All the ships will have that.
That's
all
fine. Bring it on. I need all of these rides. I have no space left. I don't know where I'm going to display these, but I'm going to figure it out.
Looks cute. I love how they added Grogu back there.
Yeah, this thing is fire. So, seems like Essie Mom had a problem with maybe Big Apple. I'm so sorry to hear that. Essie Mom.
A lot of people
had Big Apple problem. I mean,
there's a bunch of companies that was it Big Apple
years ago,
Kraken's Collectibles. There's been a lot of companies that are really
like MIA, Bolton, kind of gone.
I do want to address something really quick, and it's kind of like off the cuff. There's been a lot of people messaging us about this one mystery box company. I just want to throw it out there in case anybody in here is on the stream. And that company is the Nerdy Newt. The Nerdy Newt has been a very good company for a couple years. So I know there's some people that are experiencing some issues right now with shipping. We have, had some really good conversations with them over the past few years. So I will be the first one to vouch. Like, if they have issues, they might actually just have shipping issues or staffing issues or something. But we have not ordered anything from them in a while. But I just want to let people know, because we just seem to keep getting a lot of messages about them. And some people have even said, like, we really hope we don't see any more Nerdy Newt openings between PopFourceOne. Like, we're just like you guys. Like, we're trying to, navigate through Funko land, buying from reputable companies and companies we trust. But, we get burned sometimes as well. I'm not saying that we've gotten burned with the Nerdy Newt. I just want to let people know that, like, we hear and we hear your messages and everything you guys tell us. Like, we do listen to you guys, and we appreciate you bringing that to our attention.
I think when you start seeing delays from people, that's when you worry about any company. And unless they come out and straightforward say, it's a production issue, we had this problem happen. We've seen companies say that a lot. We've seen
communication is key.
Whatever, we're out of pop. I mean, $7 a buck was out of pop protectors for a while and stuff like that. Here's what we're doing to fix it. Here's when we're going to get them, that, and you're waiting for pop armors or whatever it is, kind of thing. The demand beat what we had coming in. There's delays on it. But I think, if you notice that, that's when you kind of like step back and say, oh, maybe I don't want to order from them for a while or see what happens.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't think like, if people are having issues, like, well, number one, like, reach out to the company. If they don't reach out back, and that's actually like something that everybody keeps saying, is that they've reached out to Nerdy Newt and they haven't responded. I have actually messaged him several times over the past 6 months saying, hey, this person messaged us, or somebody left a comment on our videos. Can you just go tell that person, just open up those lines of communication? So I think that I don't know anything about him, but I think he has like a full-time job in addition to running the Nerdy Newt and everything. But ultimately, like, if you had a bad experience or you're not liking your experience with them, just don't buy from them again, and hopefully you can get your order fulfilled. But we've had bad, like, Joanna and I have had a lot of bad experiences with a lot of companies. Actually, Chalice, like I have not bought from Chalice in 2 years because I had a really bad experience with them, and I'm very hesitant to order from them again just because I had such a bad experience. So I completely understand having those bad experiences, but like if you have a bad experience with the company, just please don't buy from them again. Like don't continue to have bad experiences, you know.
When anyone sells a mystery box, hopefully it's ready to go and gets out the door. And when anyone says some kind of excuse like, "Oh, I'm waiting to get it out," I'm like, I work full-time job. I also teach classes, you know, and all this, and I can get out my stuff in 2 days on Whatnot every week. So I don't want to hear, you know, it's kind of like some people come up with excuse. Sometimes I hear these like excuses, and I'm like, come on, dude. I'm a person by myself too. I can get stuff out. If you're not getting it out, one, you don't have it ready, or you're waiting to buy, or money issues, or something like that for shipping. Because also, you know, they're then like, if they don't have it set up right, are they buying the labels and having to ship it out and measure and like pay for it, and they're waiting like money? Sometimes it comes money issues with people, and that's what happened over the pandemic. I think a lot of the companies that did kind of like disappear and do all these pre-orders and that became a money issue. They just got too deep into it and didn't have enough other income coming in to pay all the other bills as well.
Absolutely.
Pay when they get hit by a Funko bill randomly for $10,000, $20,000 of stuff shipping out to them. You know, that's something too. Funko just ships it out. So boom, drops and goes crazy.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Brian? Thank you so much.
What's going on, Brian?
A lot.
Thank you. Cheers.
And I saw Sarah jump in here. Yeah, cheers, guys. But also, so Mandalorian mystery box. Let's talk about this really quick.
Yeah.
So, ultimately, I dropped a little like reaction clip on Instagram. Ultimately, I was not very thrilled with this. I will be buying these only to get the Axe Wolves pop. Everything else, I
feel like
I thought the Mando was cool.
Mando's all right.
Like Mando?
I'm not feeling it just because we
I
already
feel like
have
this
one.
is one of the better Mandos, honestly.
But he already has the dark saber and another Mando pop.
And it glows.
Yeah, it's true.
And it also glows.
Yeah.
Like, son of a gun. Yeah, you're right.
And I mean, I guess this is a cooler Casca Reeves because she's like holding the weapon and like in a cooler, more dynamic pose. But this Bo-Katan is straight up awful. I mean, this is like so similar to the Chase version of her. Like,
yeah.
And I think literally we're just going to be buying 1 or 2 of these boxes, hoping for Axe Wolves. And I know Joanna wants the Armor or Pocket Pop.
For them to go on sale.
I'm just going to wait till they go on sale. I was able to get the other ones for
last time. Last time I was in a GameStop, they had these for, I want to say they had them for like $13, and I just didn't pick them up.
Yeah. And get your like reward, your $5 a month.
Yeah, get your $5 reward. Exactly. Yeah. But Stephanie, I agree 100%. Why Bo-Katan didn't have the Darksaber? Now, the only thing I can kind of cut Funko slack is that they weren't given information, because this was probably made like 6 months ago, or the design like 6 months ago. So they probably didn't have much information regarding the new season. So they were just going off of like
much into it, John. Be careful. What are you talking
about? John.
What?
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't say anything.
I know it's hard.
It's in the trailer. All right.
What happened in season 3?
If you get in the trailer, I guess you can talk about it.
I'm sorry.
Listen, she had it in season 2. If you haven't watched season 2 yet, I apologize.
If you must have seen. All right. Well, I'll just put it this way: if you haven't watched the new season yet, you're either, I don't know, maybe you have a really demanding full-time job or family life or whatever, but like maybe you're not that diehard of a Star Wars fan. But I will.
Wow.
I will of course be very careful. All right, I'm just saying, like, all right.
Listen, you guys must not be that big of a Star Wars fan. You got to put your family first over here, huh?
I'm in the 1%. Okay, I'm watching everything like as soon as it comes out, even if I'm running on no sleep. I'm just a diehard or whatever. But anyway, I'm just saying they could have done a much better job with this box.
Agree.
Maybe they only had limited information to go off of, and they only had, limited leeway to make those characters. Also, these are terrible.
Vince is getting the train.
I don't like these
Vince
at
is getting
all.
the train.
Like,
Heck
why-
yeah, I'm getting the train.
Dude,
I got the other
train
two
is-
pieces. I got to get this one now.
The train
Like,
is
I
the
want the rest of the
weirdest
train.
thing. Like, what the heck is going
John,
on?
you're
with that
speaking my
train?
language. It's super weird, and the reason I like it.
Oh my
I don't want the
God.
Give
rest
me
of
a
the train.
nice Darth Vader on a little TIE fighter any day.
This
I want to
irks-
take off the little train part on the bottom and just have him on a TIE fighter.
this,
Like,
this irks me
seems like it.
so much. Like,
come on, it's 100. Well, no, this doesn't irk me. Well, we got the next one too. We got another. I don't. How many are they going to make of these? Do
You know,
have
I got
any of them?
suckered in. I thought we were getting like 4. Why did I
in.
think that? So I bought
No.
the first like 4, and I'm like, okay, they're that's cool. 4 facet ones. Now this. We're
I
gonna
will
get
tell you
42
straight
more.
up, I will lose. I will lose it really bad if this is the May the 4th drop. If that facade
Oh, it's
Vader,
going to be that with the
It's gonna
giant
be
18-inch.
and the
Vader,
18-inch. Yep.
like, come on, Funko. Like, we're not talking
And
about
the
like
biddies.
a
Are they going to drop
brand-
on there?
no, the biddies are dropping tomorrow.
Are they finally?
But we're not talking about a franchise or an IP right now that is not putting out new content and does not have a plethora of characters that need to be made into pops and sodas. Like, it freaking kills me how they just reuse the same mold and they make the same 7 Star Wars characters. Like, come on. Like, I can't be the only one who wants to punch a wall like seeing this. Like,
Why
it's
did they not
driving me
have Hannah
insane.
Montana in the chase be with her regular, right?
Why can't they have her as a facet pop too?
Honestly, I'd rather have Hannah Montana than that facet Darth Vader. Like, this is-
Whoa. Give me the facet all
Are
day
you
long.
getting Hannah Montana, Vince? Are you getting
No,
Hannah
no,
Montana?
you know what? I resided to the fact. You know what's funny? They did the 65th year. They did an amazing job. They didn't release like 1,000 pops. They did like 15 or something like that. They do the 50th year. 50th year was even smaller, I think, than the 65th year. The 100th year, I can see they're going insane. Hannah Montana is going to be glittered. They're going to have whoever Hannah Montana was when she didn't have the wig on. I can't remember her name, but
I think she was just Miley,
Miley
oh yeah, it was
Cyrus?
Miley, wasn't it?
right? Wasn't she just Miley Cyrus?
I don't know.
Or she
Holy
was just
crap,
Miley
yeah, you're right. You
Stewart
just blew my mind. I think you're right. That is
Miley
what
Smith or something. That was like very unoriginal. She was like, she's just Miley. Like,
yeah, I think you're right. But
honestly,
yeah,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no.
lie. I remember watching that show and loving the dad, Billy Ray. Like, I
Billy
just
Ray
remember-
Cyrus, yeah,
Yeah, he
Nathan
was
Drake.
hilarious. I had no interest in any of the other characters. I just was like, that guy is a cool dad. Like,
There's Oh,
I think a lot of people would buy a Miley Stewart was the character name. Oh yeah, see,
Miley
like,
Stewart.
no originality right there. But yeah, I think a lot of people will buy Glitter Hannah Montana.
Oh, they
Yeah,
will.
They will. They have to. Absolutely. All right, what else we got?
the Mickey,
Yeah.
Disco Mickey.
That's it's cool.
Yeah. Walt with the newspaper, I guess.
We're getting
Magazine.
42 Waltz.
I know.
That's
I
fine.
like it. Came too many Waltz now. Like, it's getting to the point.
Yeah, we're getting up there. I love this Oswald.
Yeah, I like the Oswald.
Oswald's cool.
I even though it's the exact same mold, I do love it. I gotta get it.
Yeah.
The Disney shop. All right, and we got the big old poster, another giant poster. Those things are huge.
Okay, this is easy pass because this will not make our top 3.
Oh, and then
I like Lady and the Tramp, but it's not going to be in our top 3.
no. But then we got our new Carl and Ellie, another one, not a con one. First one, is it going to even be? It's box lunch, right? Again, or not?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think
All
it
the
was
other ones have
lunch.
been, right?
Yeah, I think it's box lunch. It's not a con exclusive though, but it'd be back to box lunch. So I don't know. They're going to run out of Carl and Ellie moments.
I
soon.
think I'll pass on this one.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Like, they did so many Carl and Ellie moments. I feel like it kind of made the first one not as special anymore. The first
Yes,
two
it did.
pack. But
The 2-pack is still special. I like it. All right, ad icons here, Vince, for you.
Chuck E. Cheese, I love.
Chuck E. They have to make other versions of Chuck E. Cheese.
They will 100% make a flocked one, and I
Maybe a
100% am
flocked
not buying this one. I'm going to wait for the flocked one.
It's coming.
Because I'm not buying. I'm sure you're going to have it on the next slide. And the next slide is the reason why I know officially I do not need to be 100% complete on ad icons.
Is this our first beer ad icon? Our first beer ad icon?
Is that what Voodoo Ranger is? Is that beer?
Yeah, beer. It's IPA. Beer.
Okay,
He's holding IPA in his hand.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say I don't drink beer, but I probably will buy this Voodoo Ranger then.
He's pretty cool.
Are they going to sell this in like liquor stores and stuff?
Yeah, they're going to sell it wherever kids can buy it. I mean,
I'll buy it. I'm a kid at heart.
I mean, right next to Chuck E. Cheese is the beer. I mean, they sell beer at Chuck E. Cheese, so
they sell horrible pizza too.
Yeah. The parents need something to get through that experience.
So. Oh yes.
So loud in there.
And then we got this. I like the scented Eggo. Like if they showed both of these at the same time, just go with the scented entertainment.
See, this is where it started crossing the line for me. Because why are these ad icons and like
the foodie ones not?
The foodie ones are not. You know what I mean? Like this it takes you down this weird road. Like I was like Julius Pringles, 10,000 piece. This is really cool. Chuck E. Cheese looks amazing. Voodoo Ranger. I don't even know who he was, but it looked kind of cool. And then Waffle Dude.
Does it actually have the box with ad icon on it? I don't know if I've seen the boxes for these.
I'm almost positive. No, I've seen it.
I thought
this was ad icon.
I thought this was a joke. I saw these waffles earlier in the week. I thought it was like someone just made this as a joke. Just
a foodie line, like all the rest, like the Twinkie guy, the Twinkie holding the Twinkie man.
No,
why
don't
is
like this?
Why is Blockbuster holding a cupcake?
What is that? He's holding a popcorn bowl. Popcorn bowl.
Oh, it does look like a little whipped topping at the top.
Like a cupcake.
That's his arm. That's the back of his arm.
You should be holding a sign, "Be kind and rewind," like or something like that. Like they need to have that printed on the box or something.
These should not be ad icons.
You guys started out the night by making fun of my Captain America, and we literally have two pops, and it's a waffle with a face
and a tongue.
This looks pretty good now, doesn't it?
I mean, it looks tasty at least, you know.
We're gonna pull this in a mystery box. Oh my god.
And
the
then
Flasher Burglar.
Flasher Burglar. Like, check me out, kids.
Isn't that weird?
What are they thinking?
I do kind of like that Hamburglar mold. Ronald, we don't need our seventh Ronald. We
need a Ronald birthday party, Ronald. He's here for your birthday party, Vince.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think this might be our seventh Ronald McDonald.
This honestly is like, tell me you fired 33% of your creative team without telling me you fired 33% of your creative team. Oh my god!
Maybe this is why they fired 33%.
We should not be in a world where we have more than one or three hamburglers. Like we just don't need them.
Like I mean, people that came up with the idea of a waffle and a video cassette holding a bowl of popcorn.
I wish I was in that meeting where they were like, "This week we're gonna make a waffle pop, but wait, he's gonna have a friend, and his friend is gonna have partially covered syrup.
He's scented, John. He's scented.
He probably smells like maple syrup. I bet.
I do kind of. I like a weird part of me wants to own that. No, even the Blockbuster. I mean, it is kind of a throwback.
Vince, come on, you're better than this. Come on.
I know. I feel like I should be better.
I would watch you open up a 3-liter every single day for a month, then get that.
I know.
All right,
I'm pretty sure Bree would back me up.
Bree around, ask her waffle or 3-liter. Waffle or 3-liter.
Waffle. She actually thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
because it's scented.
At least make one of the waffles square. Unless next week the square waffle is coming out.
Why? They're Eggo waffles. They're not.
They're Eggos. Eggos are not square.
Square Eggos.
Next will be the mini waffles.
There is
mini Connect waffles. That should be next. That should be
There's
the
not
next.
Square Eggos, is there?
No,
there was. Thought there was like deep dish Eggo.
you got some other Eggo. You got some like off-brand.
No, we
you got the
buy-
like
no,
you got
there's like fancy. We only get them like once in a while because I think they're a little bit more expensive. There's like fancy like.
Are they
thick
Eggo?
cut
they're not
Eggo.
Eggo brand. They're probably some kind of like Grey Poupon kind of.
No, I'm pretty sure
You get the
I'm pretty-
elitist waffles. I get stuck with these. I make a
it's
sandwich
like
with
Chicago
these.
deep dish pizza. It's it's like a thick crust. I'm not crazy. I'm gonna take a picture.
You
and
get
post it on
thick
Instagram.
crust waffles, John.
It's only in certain
Joanna's gonna
and-
send it. She knows what I'm
Joanna,
talking
please
about.
send me his
She's
thick
gonna send a
his
picture of the deep dish
thick
Eggo.
waffles.
It exists. It exists.
his
They're
deep dish
round.
waffles.
Yes,
Mike-
it's the
Mike says.
the thick and fluffy. Are they round?
and
I could have
fluffy.
swore they're square. No, they're
Those are-
round. as well.
oh, that's why you got a different brand.
They're
You got some
they're octagons. Oh, okay. All right. So there's edges.
Octagon.
God, I want waffles. I'm hungry.
I could go for some waffles too.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, get out of
No,
here!
stop, John. What? This nerd is kind of cool.
He's cute.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore.
I got a nerd over here, don't I? I like the nerds. I think that these nerds. I like the nerds better than
Yeah,
the
What
Sour
are we
Patch Kids.
doing? Like this looks like something I would find in my
Did you get the
backyard. Like
Two already? Did he get the first two?
this looks like a dog toy.
Somebody thought that it was Elmo with his arms chopped off.
Poor Elmo.
Somebody
Poor
thought
Elmo.
that it was an Elmo, and they're like, something happened to Elmo.
See? Like you gotta get if you already have the first two, you gotta get the third one.
The baby Elmo.
I think
Oh,
I picked one. I think we have the strawberry one.
they're
Strawberry.
gonna make every color nerd.
Cherry's my
right now.
favorite though, so
Mm.
Oh my god, I can't do this. What are we
I'm
doing?
just waiting for the peppermint
Oh,
patty.
he kind of does look like Yoshi too. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, totally.
Oh,
All
the-
right.
the thick and fluffy waffles are octagon shaped.
We got
So-
more overpriced Asian pops that will go here for like
Oh
starting.
my god! Oh my
Not
god! Yes.
interested in any of these.
Can we please talk about these really
No.
quick, please?
Don't buy
Because
them.
They're bad. Move on.
Overpriced.
it's not even that. It's just there's because some of them are cool. I kind of like the Superman and the
Do
Robin,
you?
but shut up. You just wanted to get a waffle. Legit, these are going to be
Yeah, that's
so
true.
overpriced by companies coming over from Asia.
And they'll be
If-
$30.
If you look at the Imperial Palace line, these companies, like I hate to say it, they were lying to us. They
John, I
were
don't know. I
saying-
feel like that Robin might be limited to 1,500 pieces. So
yeah, it's complete BS.
Yeah.
They are not limited to 1,500 pieces. They are not limited to 3,000 pieces. So when these companies like put these up for pre-order for $80 to $150, do not buy them. They are all going to come down in value faster than a roller coaster. Like it's going to be insane how ridiculously like reasonably priced you'll be able to get these in like 6 months to a year. Do not jump on the pre-order bandwagon or the company says, oh, we have a guaranteed allotment. Do not buy. Do not. All these Asia exclusives go down so hard. They keep
And I mean,
pumping them out.
and these don't look like especially the DC ones don't even look that great. Like the
no,
other
they
ones
look awful,
are good. These ones don't look that great.
regardless of what the guy in the middle said.
No, so I am a little bit heated about this because last year or the year before, I think it was
It's 2 years ago, I think.
one. Yeah. These companies were just straight up lying to people saying that all these pops were limited to 3,000 pieces
Yeah.
when that wasn't the truth. Like there was no evidence to support that. These companies were going off the hearsay like, oh, they told us there's only 3,000. Yeah, they probably told you only got 3,000 units of allotted to you. Like, so just like don't go off hearsay. If somebody says something where you're like, hey, like bring this up. That's why we have our community chats and everything. Like it just unless it comes from directly from Funko, and as we just found out with the fluffy soda, that's still up in the air there. But unless Funko actually comes out and says, hey, this Clown Freddy is 1,500 pieces on the sticker, there's not that many of them, like that you can believe like that. Okay, that's a true limited piece. But most of the time, if it doesn't say on the sticker, it's not a limited piece. They're gonna keep making more of them.
Mhm.
But
All right.
yeah, most of these
Yeah.
aren't that good.
And
Anyway.
then the other ones are like random weird ones, which like they look cool, but they never go crazy. Like you think, oh, they're going to be worth so much. They're so hard to find. They're limited to that con. The other ones don't even have a sticker on them, like a con sticker thing showing. But who knows? It might change. Throw something on there. I would if I was a company.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
All right.
What's up, Steven? He said his Space Ghost Freddy has finally shipped. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Oh,
Finally.
nice.
All right. And then this one, I know John's probably going to get 12 of these. John's going to get at least 12 of these. I saw this and I was like, this is creepy. And I'm not usually creeped out by clowns as much as John, but this is creepy. So, like, I can't tell what's the face.
5 eyes and 3 noses.
Yeah.
What's on the backside?
And then his hands are just regular, like, hands like, how you doing?
Why does he have his hands like that? Like
his hands like that with his mouth like this is super duper.
Is this how you normally stand? Like that's weird.
All right. New York Comic Con tickets are coming up for sale. So if you were VIP last year, and then if you're just fan verified, if you finish that, it's June. So we got a little bit. If you decide to go, got a little bit of time.
We have made the executive decision. We are only going to go for 1 day.
Oh.
So we will be there on Thursday.
Probably the best.
Not a bad idea.
Best
yeah, I mean, you guys saw that's the best day to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Thursday was busy, but not like Friday, and I couldn't imagine Saturday.
Yeah, like honestly, on Friday, like the only reason that we enjoyed being there was because of you guys, and like I was saying, like you know, beforehand, I was really only going because of Fright Night on Friday, and I was looking forward to that. But Fright Night was terrible, so I have no interest in going to Fright Night again or an event similar like that. I would like to go to Fun Days at one point, but
I think they'll improve Fright Night this year after all the slack they got. I think it was their first time doing it. Who knows? They last minute put together or whatever they did, but
you could have told me they put it together that day, and I would have believed you.
Yeah, no, it seemed like they might have. So,
and don't believe that random liar in the chat. There was no force made. It was a team decision, just like most of the decisions at our company.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Joanna tells you what to do.
Most of the decisions are made by her. Yeah, I was about to say. Usually, it's the other way around. But
yeah,
unless you just buy something and it shows up.
That's true. I do that. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
But then you buy a Loungefly bag or something else.
Yeah.
Oh, and I threw this up there. I wasn't sure what Jim had going on next week. His Tuesday auction, and are you skipping your Tuesday auction, right, Vince?
Yes. Yeah, we're skipping our Tuesday auction
because you have your big charity auction coming up on Saturday.
Way too much for
John
one.
Has 2 auctions actually. I didn't put both on here, but May 4th and 5th. 4th and 5th. And then I'm doing a pre-Star Wars celebration on the 3rd on our normal time. So if you haven't bookmarked any of these, all 105 in you here, because I know at least mine, all of you haven't bookmarked because there's 48 bookmarks. So if 105 of you could go in there and bookmark our auctions, even if you can't go, always appreciate it and helps.
We'd super appreciate it.
Yeah, and honestly, the bookmarks do help out a ton.
Yeah, they actually help out the where they fall in the feed and everything. So if you see auctions in there from us ever and go in, we appreciate any bookmarks.
Yes.
Always. But we're all gonna have some fun in there. I'm sure videos are dropping this week, telling you more about what's coming up and what's going on in there as well. So sneak peek to any of our videos dropping for it. I know, and then Jim would be doing his regular Tuesday night auction. I don't think he has any special theme or anything that I know of for his Tuesday night auction. So, and you're doing your regular Monday night still as well, John?
We're doing a much smaller show. We're going to be doing like mystery minis and stuff, just a bunch of giveaways Monday night. So we're just going to be live for not that long. So I just want to say once again, like, huge thank you to all you guys who come out to the auctions weekly. You know, I know not everybody is able to buy something from us every week, but those who do, like, from the bottom of my heart, truly, it means so much. Like, it's opened up some doors for Joanna and I. I mean, we have some really, really big plans for the next 2 to 5 years. And it just really means a lot that you guys have come over and supported us on another app. I know there's some other people who don't follow us on YouTube that do support the 4 of us. Like, they just primarily hang out with us on Whatnot, and they don't come over to YouTube and Instagram. And I'm just as thankful for them. But I think it's really special when we have people that follow us here on YouTube. You know, you guys watch our videos, you hang out in our live streams, you come over to PopFourceOne, and then you also come over to Whatnot. Like, it really means a lot. So thank you guys so much. Your money and everything that, you know, you're purchasing from us, like, we really do put it right back into the channel and things that we want to do in later on. You know, we're not just sitting back, like, buying grails or, you know, buying stuff for ourselves. Like, we're using that money strategically to grow our channels and our businesses. So, and I know the other 3 guys, and I'm sure I'll speak for Jim as well, he's super grateful. You know, we talk about it practically daily, how much it means to us. So, and next week's a big week for us. Obviously, I would love to see Vince raise a ton of money. I mean, we'll be, you know, dropping in the stream, trying to buy a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be a really, really fun week next week. And I've been looking forward to it for months. Honestly, I am so excited. So
yeah, it'll be fun.
And I got a surprise I'm going to do for Vince, and I'll announce it here. How about that? So on my stream, I'll be dropping something very special, and I showed both of you guys in a picture today. And the sale of that, all those funds will go to Ronald McDonald, to you, Vince, for
Thank
Ronald
you,
McDonald.
Josh.
Oh,
So
nice.
we are dropping. You guys want to see?
Yeah, pull it out.
Yeah, make yourself full screen.
Our ProfessorJosh lightsabers. We'll have a couple different colors.
I'm probably gonna have to buy one.
And we'll be selling them. And then I decided, you know, you guys have all helped me out with my charity auctions and things like that. At the time, I thought, you know, I could, you know, make a few bucks off of this, or I could, instead of making a few bucks, raise a bunch of bucks and go to Vince.
Yeah, appreciate that.
For a charity effort. So I'm going to make that happen. Vince had no idea about this, by the way. I didn't tell him about it.
No.
I didn't let them know or anything. I'm just like, you know what? I want to do something good with it, and they'll be up for charity only. Buy it now. Like, I'll have them. I have to figure out what the shipping is going to be, because they're a little longer with Whatnot. Like, I have one to test the shipping out, but I got the mailers and stuff, all those kind of things. But I figured that would be a fun way, and I'll have only a limited amount of different colors. So I think we have like 25 of them in 4 different colors. So that's
nice.
it. We'll be dropping them. So keep an eye out, and I'll drop on Instagram when we drop them. We might drop them earlier and see what we can raise.
Awesome.
For Ronald McDonald House. It's an awesome charity. So
it is.
Yeah, some of the messages, like, if you guys seen the emails this week, I won't start crying now, but me and Bree were reading a couple emails that we got over the last couple days, and I'll be 100% honest. Last night I was in tears reading a couple of the emails of people that have used the Ronald McDonald House or have had to do that before. So it is an amazing charity. Yeah. So, and we're excited. I mean, we're excited to be able to do that. And honestly, more than anything, we're excited to go out there. We're going to be able to go out there. They're going to give us a tour of the facility and everything. So it's humbling that we're able to be in a position to do that. And really, it's because of, like, I'm just going to piggyback on John, and I'm not going to talk as long as John did about all that, but no, but seriously, you guys are amazing. Everybody that comes out here every week is amazing. And we are not able to do this stuff without all of you guys on it, you know, without you guys supporting, you know, us. And it doesn't have to be financially. It's just coming out and hanging with us. Not everybody's in the position to be able to give anything. And I never expect that, but your time is just as valuable as the dollars. It honestly is. So when you guys come here and hang out, or just, there's a lot of people that come out on our Whatnot streams to hang out and talk. We are all 100%. When we say it, we're not just saying it. to say
I'd
it.
rather people chat and talk in auction and stuff than a dead silence of seeing like people joining auction and like just people bidding and things like that.
And if you're not in a position to buy something, don't buy any. I tell people all the time, to my detriment sometimes, don't buy it. If you cannot afford it, do not buy anything. But if you can, we super appreciate it. And yeah, like all of our, you know, everything that we got going on this week, you know, it's asking a lot. I wish we didn't, you know, I knew that John was doing the May 4th. We literally only had May 6th. We do not have another day off. I'm not exaggerating right now. We do not have another day off until the end of June. And then we got like 2 weeks off, and then we're back at the whole thing again. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing week, and we appreciate you guys.
And I will say this, you know, one of the things, that easiest thing you can do in the world is just click that share, like the share button on our Instagram post, where you can share to your stories and stuff like that. You like do that all next week for anything that we're posting about, like these things, the charity auctions and stuff like that, because you never know, some other people might see it and be like, I want to give to that, or oh, I didn't know about that was going on, and things like that. And it's the simplest thing. I mean, I know all four of us, you know, with Jim included, we all try to share our stuff between each other as much as we can, and we know several of you share stuff out too and help us get the word out. So I mean, that's the simplest thing in the world. If you could take 2 seconds to do that, that makes it so you never know who's going to reach or touch, and that have never heard about it or didn't know about it, or maybe they want to pick up something. They see, oh, I'm into Star Wars, I want to check that out, or I you know, had a family member or a kid or something that, you know, had to utilize the resources of Ronald McDonald House. I'd love to give, you know, $100 towards that, or $50 and buy something, those kind of things. So
yeah, absolutely. And the other thing too is, you know, I kind of like rounding, coming full circle to what we were briefly talking about in the beginning. Like some people have asked, you know, how did you start your channel, or how did you get to a certain point or whatever? And I think with a thing that, and I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything, like everyone has their own businesses and stuff, but I think one of the things that sets us apart is we truly care about everything we do in terms of, you know, being a collector as well. We're not just saying like, hey, like come buy our stuff, like to buy our stuff. Like we're right here in this with you guys. Like we love Funko and we love collecting and everything. So we have that equal passion that we share with all you guys. So yeah, I'm so excited for next week. I know the Patreon chats have been going crazy. There's also been, really quick before I forget, because I need to say this, there's been a lot of people who signed up for our Patreon program recently, because I know they want the Star Wars puck this month. Please reach out to us on Instagram so we can get you into one of those chats, because it's definitely a fun time and a good party. And I know there's a lot of patrons in here tonight, so thank you guys so much. But there's a lot of people who have signed up that we can't find on Instagram. So if you do have an Instagram and you did sign up recently, please reach out to us. So, but anyway, I think we should probably quickly go around the room, right?
Yeah. You want to start?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we've kind of talked a little bit about our busy week coming up. So we have our dual video dropping tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow night right here on YouTube for a little while. Nothing crazy, no monster live stream, but we do have some announcements that we want to make. So if you guys are not doing anything tomorrow night, be sure to come over to our channel. It'll probably be live for, I'm shooting for an hour. It'll probably be an hour and a half, 2 hours, but that's okay. Yeah, it happens. We're not really opening anything. We just have some announcements to make. So if you guys aren't doing anything, definitely come out tomorrow night. Sunday is a busy day for us. So we're actually going to a local pop swap at the Square One Mall in Saugus. So if you guys are local in Massachusetts and you want to come out, Time Warp Toys is actually doing another pop swap. So we will be there. It's only from 12 to 2 p.m. So it's not going to be as long. I believe they are running a store sale as well. I'm not 100% sure. Last time I was there, they had a 25% off, I think, everything in the store. So if you are in the Massachusetts, New Hampshire area, definitely come out, and we'll be there and you can say hi and everything. We also have a video dropping on Sunday. We're going to be doing Star Wars content from Sunday through Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday will be Star Wars themed videos. So that's what we have. Monday we have our smaller auction, And then I'm not joking, like when I say this, like some people have said, like, is it really going to be like the best Star Wars Funko auction? Like, yes, I guarantee you Thursday night will be the best Funko Star Wars auction you've ever seen on Whatnot. Like, we have worked so hard for this event. We have Blue Box, OG Pops, Rebels Pops, huge grails, like every single character imaginable. Like, we have worked so hard to get to this point. So huge shout out to Joanna for acquiring and you know, targeting the collections that we went after and everything, sitting on everything, preserving everything, and getting to this point. And we've had you know, a lot of success, obviously, and support from Whatnot. They've sponsored a couple giveaways and everything. So yeah, if you're not doing anything on the 4th, please come out. It's going to be a great show. We're doing a ton of giveaways. So even if you don't buy anything, there's a very strong possibility you could win something absolutely free. And same thing with on May the 5th on Friday. We're going to pick up right where we left off. I don't know how long we're going to go on the 4th. So everything left over will be run on the 5th and everything. So Buckeye Dad, I will not be picking up any new Star Wars sets next week. I wish, but we'll see what our Lego budget looks like for June. But I really want a lot of things. But anyway, that's all we got for right now.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. I know, but it's it's like our craziest week for like the next couple months. So it's insane.
Oh, is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep it brief because, you know, whatever. No. So we already know about next Saturday. Guys, make sure you go bookmark that. We are going to be putting up mystery boxes for the charity. I'm hoping that they're up by Saturday. I really was trying to get them done tonight. Just was this last week has not worked out, but we are going to have mystery boxes. I believe right now we are going to use Craig Air Pop Control donated the Kevin from Up House. I believe that is going to be the top hit. Right now we're probably going to do 40 boxes is what I'm guessing, but details are going to be to come. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram if you want to get notified of that. We'll have a video on Saturday. We have our family live Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. We will be doing giveaways and doing our trivia and all that stuff. We'll probably open up a couple other things or show off some stuff that we will be putting up for the charity because some people are getting some last minute stuff. We actually picked up some more boxes today. So we will show some of that stuff off. Tuesday, we're not doing an auction, but we are doing a premiere of our video at 6. I believe we said we were going to do it at 6 p.m. And then if Jim's doing his auction, we'll be done by then. But we are doing a premiere because we opened up our biggest grail ever on the channel out of a $50 mystery box, which I still can't believe when I look over there. And we shot this video almost a month ago at this point. So we've been saving it for this week because we want to get as many people, because we opened some stuff for the auction in this video. It just happened that way. And that's why we saved it for this week. So join us on Tuesday. Then we'll have a video on Thursday. It won't be super Star Wars theme, but we do have something a little bit special in there. And then see you guys next Saturday as well. So thank you guys. Love you all.
So, and you mentioned your family live, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
I did, right?
So we have a live on Saturday. You have a live on Sunday. John has a live on Friday. So
we're going Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's sweet, guys. You get the next week and a half with us.
We got you every night. We
every night. This doesn't happen more than 5 times a year.
So we drop a video today. We dropped the video last 2 days. We have, of course, Soda Saturday coming up. We do a fun dual video with RockNRowe and Poppin Beats boxes. We battle those out. And then we have next week is a special Star Wars video on Wednesday before our auction. We're announcing a few other things, and we'll be doing some giveaways, of course, with that as well. And then for the auction, we're doing some different stuff. So probably kind of different stuff than John will have. I'm sure John will have some sodas, but we'll have a lot of Star Wars sodas, sealed sodas and things like that going on. We'll probably do a mystery box style with a special top hit. I'll wait to show you guys that till later. And then also We'll do Vinylmations, which I know John won't have on his auction. So if you want to check out some Vinylmations, we'll have Star Wars Vinylmations, and I have some Black Series figures and stuff like that. So yeah,
those are really cool.
No Legos up. I might buy Legos on Thursday, but
I think that's what he was asking. Yeah, if you were buying anything.
Yeah, probably buying Legos.
There's so many Star Wars sets. I need them all. So hopefully in June we have a little slush money. I can maybe buy something. But yeah.
So we'll be doing that, and then that's it for us that week. And then we'll have some. Man, it's crazy week next week.
Busy week starting tonight. Really, tonight kicks everything off, guys. Busy week. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Alex, Jim quit. Yeah,
Jim quit.
He's not with us anymore.
Just for the playoff season, basically, because he went to the game again tonight.
Yeah, he's at the Vegas game. So no,
he missed for the game last week. Missed for the game tonight.
So hopefully the Knights win or lose, because if they lose, they have one more game and then keep going. If they win, they keep going. I don't know. Then we might not see them for a couple Thursdays. I don't know.
They'll probably win.
They'll probably win. So we'll never know. We might see them next year sometime. Yeah. So I don't know what he has coming up. So I don't know.
He's a busy man these days too. He is. Yeah. No, Alex. Yeah, no, he did not. He's just as dedicated as all of us. So I know he is busy working on his next line of designer toys. Yeah. So I'm sure he has been painting like a machine. He's been doing a lot of stuff with the creatives cards. On top of all his soda stuff. So he has been probably sleeping less than we are. I don't actually know how he's cranking out. Like he did a double back-to-back auctions the other night. I don't know how he's doing it right now. So he's a busy man.
Well, that is it, everyone. We had a great Thursday night. We talked about a bunch of different stuff. We hung out. Glad to see 100+ of you in there hanging out with us at some point. So we had a good time. Until next time, you'll have plenty of content from us all week long. So you'll see some of us, and we appreciate all the support out there. And we will see you next time, everyone. So may the Force be with you.